You're tired of getting destroyed every game in Madden 26 simply because you can't score enough points. Well, luckily for you, I just helped this player completely transform his offense, and I'm going to do the same for you so long as we follow one of the top 3 offensive playbooks I break down in this video. Let's jump right into it. Alright, the first playbook that I want to show you is one that's super off meta, that has some great plays to take the top off the defense and hit them underneath. Let me show you. Alright, so first I want to show you a bomb against cover 3 and cover 2 defenses. And that play is this one wide out from tight offset tight end. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put them in a cover 3 defense. And obviously, cover 3 is one of the easiest defenses to read because a lot of people will just show you a single high safety and call the play. Right, and so really all you have to do when you recognize that is call this play, where all you need to do is put A on a shriek here in this case, use base protection, right, so to give yourself some more time to throw, and we're just going to take the snap, and you're just going to see how Deebo Samuel runs over the top for a touchdown. Now, here's the key. I never wanted to sell you guys a false dream, as I say, because you have to get rid of the ball if you get shedded, right? Sometimes you're going to have time to throw the bomb, and then sometimes you're just going to have to hit the drag. That's why we have the drag on the field, right? So we can easily just dump this ball off right here to Dominic Brown, maybe that's his name, whoever that is. We're just going to hit that ball, and we're just going to throw it if we get shedded. But if we have time to throw the bomb over the top, we're going to hit it. For some reason, someone commented that I was complaining that I spy off the pass rush in practice mode. Yes, I'm trying to show you guys the bomb, right? Like I said, if you need to hit the underneath route, that's fine, hit it. But for the sake of my video, yes, I'm going to show you the bomb, right? You're just going to see how it's an easy one over the top. One of the easier ones in the game because, again, you're going to be able to move that outside third down on the left side with your corner out, and then you're just going to run your skinny post right over the top for, again, another easy touchdown. Look at this corner out, how it's going to move this guy down and outside, and you're just going to be able to throw this. Again, they're going to be in no man's land with their switch stick because if they switch stick to take away this, then you just throw the tight end shriek over the top. So again, he's looking at it, but he knows he can't actually go guard it, and so then we're just able to throw that pass in there for an easy touchdown. But the great thing about this play too, and this route concept, is even if we put them in man coverage, it's still going to be very good for you because this corner out has the chance to just beat man. You just notice how he's just going to fry his man over the top, and we're just going to be able to speed boost out of there for a huge gain, right? So again, you have your drag, you have your corner out, and you have your post route regardless of the coverage. So again, this is low-key an everything beater in this game. It's going to be very tough for them to regardless of zone or man coverage to be able to stop a play like Y out. But if we come into trips tight end, and this is why I guess having Jaden Daniels would be so valuable, is we're going to come into quarterback zone right here, all right? And really, when they give you the look out to the edge, you take it. You see how we're just very easily able to steal the edge, turn that upfield, and score a pretty easy touchdown, right? Again, it's not going to be every time, especially, I mean, this is really good if you play against mid-blitz, right? This play is going to be really good, but just look at how you're able to get that ball out to the edge. Sometimes you do want to cut it up, like if you don't have a numbers advantage to that side. Like right here, I'm probably just going to try to, maybe I should have kept it out to the edge. But this is a good play down in the red zone, maybe to call them like a 2-point conversion. Right here, they have 2 guys over there, so I probably wouldn't call this play. I'd probably go inside zone. But for the sake of showing you, we have a chance to get out. Oh, that time actually it ends up being the right play call, and we're able to just score a touchdown. So what I would say with this, it's not like a pass play where you can literally, I'm like, this would be a good look for us though. We'll see if we can actually set up the blocks. But yes, we're able to get out to the edge and score a wide open, uncontested touchdown. And sometimes the red zone is tough, but being able to just snap this ball as fast as possible, and this is what I'm talking about. When you're playing against mid-blitz or double mug, this is a fantastic play because, well, he just didn't get his block. You do have to get the block with the running back. He has to be able to steal the edge. If that safety is able to come up and make that play, this play is going to get shut down. But this play is a great mix-in down inside the red zone because you're able to just follow blocks. And this is a play that, I mean, some people know about that play, but when you quick snap it, that's when it becomes very powerful. But the last thing I'll show you here from this playbook is they actually have gun heavy, which is similar to gun heavy Saint. And so what you can do is use one of these packages right here, Wildcat Quarterback, right? And so that's going to basically put Deebo Samuel right here at the quarterback spot. And now we're just going to be able to go downhill and try to fight our way into the end zone with a direct snap to the quarterback. You can, again, see how powerful this is going to be down the red zone. Like, if they give you this look, I mean, you're licking your chops to just be able to walk in. I mean, I just had the worst stick ever right there. But it's like, this is a great play to just be able to just score. Right, just follow blocks and score, run guys over, and then having Deebo, look at him just running guys over, right? So if you're using the Commanders, Deebo would be great, but having any like big, strong running back, wide receiver type of player is going to be, you know, very valuable for you. So one last time here with this play, but you see how when you combine both of these, well, we're certainly not going to end on that play, but you can see how when you combine the quarterback run game with a play like this in the red zone, again, you're kind of able to just turn your brain off and get into the end zone a lot more efficiently. So this is going to be the last time regardless, you know, if it works or not. We're 1 yard short, but you can see how dangerous of a play this is. And again, when you combine it with the trips tight end play down in the red zone, it's going to boost your red zone touchdown percentage by a lot, which again is going to help you win a lot more games. Alright, before I jump into the last two playbooks, I wanted to remind you to go down below and hit that subscribe button. I break down the best playbooks and money plays every single week here at Madden 26. You're not going to miss out on any of them. Let's jump into the last two playbooks. Alright, so this next playbook that I'm going to show you is the Jaguars playbook. It's one of the best passing playbooks because it has great zone beaters, man beaters, and bombs over the top. Let me show you. Alright, so this play right here that we're breaking down is motion halfback choice. Alright, you're going to put your tight end on a corner out, you're going to put B on a shriek, and you're going to block your running back. This is a great bomb against cover 3 because a lot of the time that fade route to RB is going to do a great job of getting open. Now, right here, they're going to blitz us, and so we're going to need time to throw that pass. But you actually see how well you're able to, you know, that's going to work when you bend the route off. Now, you want to have a check down in the field for sure, so we're going to put them back in a cover 3. And if you do get shedded, right, you could leave ETN on an in route, or you can put them on an in route just in case like you need to get rid of the ball quickly. But we're gonna go through it right here. We're gonna step up in the pocket, and we're just gonna have it beautiful. We're able to just pass that ball over the top for an easy walking touchdown. That's why I tell you guys, stepping up in the pocket is going to be your best friend a lot of the time when you're calling bombs. Now, again, sometimes you're not going to have time to throw the bomb, but again, just having that running back on that in route, stepping up in the pocket, O-line does a good job double teaming him, and so just look at that. I'm able to step all the way up and then let that pass go. Again, you never want to overstep, so I mean, I step right up to the line right here. Right, it's just about feel. Like, I don't know, I mean, like, there's no blue line here in practice mode anymore. There used to be, but it's like I just step all the way up to the line as far as possible, and then I just let that pass go over the top. And you can just see how, if we look at this, how this route runs, it just, again, bends off towards that left side a little bit as it keeps running over the top. And when you pass lead the ball with the left stick, you just are able to just score an easy touchdown. So again, that's going to work really well against cover 3, cover 2 defense. Is one of the best plays in the game. But let me show you another zone beater. Because if we come into doubles flex, wide off close, we're going to come into PA snag. This is literally one of the best zone beating quick snap plays in the game. All you have to do, make one hot route, put B on a shriek, snap the ball, cancel your play action, and you're able to see how if they give you the flat, you just hit the flat. Right? Like I talk about all the time, you always want to be patient on offense and you never want to force anything. But boom, we're going to take this snap right here. Good defense by them, but we should be able to fit that pass, to that backside post. So those post routes, the one to Y, or excuse me, the one to Brian Thomas Jr. and the one to Jacoby Myers here on the backside, they oftentimes do a great job of creating separation against every coverage. So you're able to see it once again right here. This time we just immediately, that time we got shedded really bad. And when you have really, just look at the speed burst that you're able to get when you have guys that are really fast, have great agility. I just had the craziest clip on a coaching session against somebody, over the weekend where I was using heat speed boosting. It's crazy when you have those super fast receivers. But again, same thing. You have that open. You're able to just speed boost all around the defense and turn that into a big game. So that route to Y is probably your first read. I talk about the 1-2-3 read progression all the time, where that route to Y is going to be your first read, then your route to your tight end, and then throw your backside post if neither of those are open. But right here, I actually think I had my route to Y open again, but we just hit our flat. So again, That bomb over the top to motion cross post combined with PA snag here from doubles flex while up close is gonna, these two plays, I mean, the Jaguars have a great playbook, don't get me wrong, great other plays, but these two plays should be two of your go-to because, again, they're really hard to stop regardless of the defense that they run. All right, and the best part is you can go to the link down below in the pinned comment and grab this Jaguars offense using code YouTube to get 20% off. It goes through the full screenshots, videos, write-ups of exactly how I like to set up all these plays in the Jaguars offense, and you're not going to miss out on it. It's guaranteed to transform your offense, and I can't wait to help you out. Let's jump right back into it. All right, the last play that I want to show you is one that a lot of the top pro players are using, like Gabagol and Henry. Let me show you exactly why they're in it. Alright, so this playbook, I don't know if I just said it, but it's the Benkert Dimes playbook. Now, in MUT, you might have to beg Kurt Benkert to give you his playbook via Twitch stream, I don't know, but in other modes, you can just choose the Benkert Dimes playbook, and it's going to be one of the best ones that you can actually choose because motion cross post, the everything beater. Against every defense, it's one of the best everything beaters in the game, all right? You can literally call this play every single play of every single game, and honestly, you probably will just be able to pick up yards every time because it doesn't matter the defense that they run to stop it. All you want to do, put your X receiver here on a streak, all right? Take the snap, let T. Higgins come in motion, and you're just going to see right here, they're going to be in cover 3. Maybe I should pick my controller up, but you're able to see how that's just going to be an easy touchdown over the top because, again, you're just reading what coverage they're in now. How did I know that they were in cover 3 as soon as I snapped the ball? All I did was I read this outside corner. I know he turns his hips up, runs upfield. I can immediately tell that he's in an outside third, and so then I'm just ready to throw this pass, passing it towards the sideline, and we're going to be able to score an easy rack touchdown. Now, we're going to have them in random defense because I just want to show you this play against every different defense in the game, right? So this time in, this is just cover 3 again, but I can still hit that underneath drag if I wanted to in the middle of the field just because a lot of the time those defensive linemen can't get out there. We'll see if they want to give us a man coverage look eventually, but right here just looks like more cover 3. And yeah, it is. And so then we're just going to be able to throw that pass again. So you can see how zone coverage is going to get shredded. You can throw your drag, you can throw your post route in the middle if you wanted to, but a lot of the time that auto motion wheel is going to be your best bet, right? We're going to put them into man coverage right here, and you're just going to see how we're going to bring T. Higgins in motion right here, and this running back route is going to be a game changer, all right? You just see how we're able to, that time we're able to pick up, maybe 4 or 5 yards right there from a simple running back pass behind the line of scrimmage, but a lot of the time, you're going to be able to turn that into a big gain down the sideline, maybe like 20 yards. So again, right here, we're going to take the snap, we're going to avoid the blitz, and we're going to throw that pass, and we're going to, like I said, be able to turn this into a big gain speed boost, and we're out of there for an easy touchdown, right? So it's going to be pretty challenging for them to defend this play, again, regardless of what defense they're in, because it's able to destroy every defense by simply making one hot route and bringing your guy into a cheat motion. More man coverage here, which again means more crab routes. Hit a spin, make that guy miss, speed boost, and we're able to turn into a big gain. So motion cross post, there's a reason why a lot of people use it. It's by far the best play here from Bunch X Nasty because of all the elements. The running back route, the wheel route, the drag, the post, it's nearly impossible to stop. But talking about nearly impossible to stop, let me show you another fantastic play here. Whips from Gun Bunch tight end, all right? We're going to put Y on a streak right here, and we're going to block our running back, all right? And so you're just going to see, boom, take the snap, and you can just see how hard of a play this is going to be to. And of course, the first time I call it, they play perfect defense. But I'm telling you guys, for the most part, it's like, and this is going to be nearly impossible for them to stop just because of these two whip routes. You're able to see right here, Jamar Chase creates that separation, and he's going to get open. This is about the tightest coverage I've ever seen anyone put in the field. When they run man is variable. Sometimes they will play good man coverage. We know that. Right here, they, oh my gosh. And I mean, I had the seam route wide open, right? They just gave me an obvious cover 3 look. And then we were just able to have this pass right here. That's why you always have a streak on the field, ladies and gentlemen, because you're always ready to throw it right off the rip, all right? We're going to go through it. Let's see. This could be man coverage. We'll see if T. Higgins can get open, and no, he does not. But Jamar Chase does, if I can get some time to throw. The Bengals offensive line, one of the worst, always has been in this game. We'll see if we can get it right here. And, okay, so no one wants to block. I don't even know why I recorded this part of it. I should have just ended the video. All right, we're going to see if we can call it at least one time and get it to work. Our tight end, hello? Yes, he gets open. Alright, so you can see whips, great play, able to beat every defense in the game on a very consistent basis. Look, if you don't get shedded, you have a good offensive line, you have time to throw. The reason why this works is you have 2 whip routes in the middle of the field. They're going to be tough for zone coverage to players to be able to guard. And then even if they run man coverage, right, you're going to just have one of your 2 whip routes open in the middle a lot of time. Right here, I'm going to have them run cover 2, and we're going to end the video off right here, right? If they run cover 2, I mean, you just have a corner and a shriek on the same side of the field for an easy touchdown. So whips, one of the best plays in the game from this Benkert Dynasty playbook, to combine with motion crossbows, you're really creating an unstoppable mini scheme. Alright, if you enjoyed that breakdown of the best offensive playbooks here in Madden 26, or you're going to take any of these plays with you in your next game, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I break down the best offensive playbooks and money plays here in Madden 26 every single week, and you're not going to miss out on any of them. But if you want my full Jaguars offensive ebook, go to the link down below in the pinned comment. Check it out today. Use code YouTube to get 20% off your first purchase. I can't wait to have it out on offense. But if you want the best defense, you want to know how to run it here in Madden 26, check out this video where I give you my Vikings defensive ebook for free. I'll see you over there.